In this video, we talk about inter-volume compliance, the things that you need to check across the technical volume, past performance volume, and cost volume to make sure that all three are compliant. So particularly for the technical volume versus the cost volume, these are some things that you need to check for compliance purposes. So during the course of proposal development, the staffing may have changed. Make sure that whatever is in the cost volume reflecting the cost that you're proposing is what's reflected in the technical volume. Same thing for the levels of staff. Again, you may have fewer senior people if you needed to bring your price down, or you may have changed the kind of people who are doing the work to a less expensive labor category. Again, make sure that that's all reflected in your technical volume. Again, another thing that might have changed is the number of iterations on a solution. So what's in your work breakdown structure may have changed the number of iterations in order, again, for that price to win to be met. Make sure that whatever in your proposal on the technical volume side reflects that same information. So as a last check the staffing in the technical volume against the staffing in the cost volume. Check the staffing in the cost volume narrative against the cost volume spreadsheet. So the cost volume spreadsheet is usually incorporated in the cost volume, but if it's not, you still need to check it so that what it says in that volume spreadsheet matches what it says in the narrative. And then check the level of the staff matches, and then check whatever else you did in order to get to the price to win, and make sure that all of those puts and takes are reflected in your technical volume. So as we talked about before, the past performance volume should reflect the contract names as they were awarded, the customers' names, the contract names, the period of performance. All of these should have been checked for the past performance volume. But you also need to make sure that you check the information in the technical volume. Again, most companies have a shorthand for the projects, so they don't use the full name of the projects. You need to make sure that in the technical volume and possibly the cost volume, you use the same information that you used in the past performance volume of the contract name, at least in the first instance. If you want to use a shorthand version, then again, like you would an acronym, define the shorthand name in parentheses after the name of the project is spelled out completely the first time. Then you can use the shorthand name from there. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed this video.